Imagine this: every challenge, every hardship, every tear you've shed wasn't meant to break you, but to prepare you for something far greater. In a world that constantly throws obstacles in your way, you may feel as though you're stuck, as if your dreams are out of reach. But what if I told you those very struggles are the foundation Allah has laid to elevate you to a life of unlimited power and success? The time for awakening is over. This is the moment Allah has been preparing you for. It's time to step into your true power. Break free from the chains of doubt and live a life that knows no limits. As Allah says in the Quran, "Indeed, with hardship comes ease." Surah Ash-Shah 94:6. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 5 unmistakable signs that Allah has already paved the way for you to live limitlessly. Are you ready to claim your greatness? Let's unlock the boundless potential that's been inside you all along. 1. The pain you've gone through is shaping your strength. Life is not always easy. We all face hardships, pain, and loss at different times in our lives. But these challenges, as difficult as they may be, are not here to break us. They are here to shape us into the strong, resilient individuals Allah knows we are capable of becoming. If you think about it, each time you've gone through something tough, you've come out stronger in some way. Whether it's emotional pain, loss of a loved one, failure in a goal, or a physical struggle, you've survived. And each experience has added a layer of strength to your character. Have you ever reflected on how much you've grown from the pain you've faced? Perhaps you didn't notice it in the moment, but as time passes, you start to realize how much more resilient you've become. The struggles you've faced have taught you perseverance, patience, and the ability to keep going even when the road gets rough. This resilience is not something that comes overnight. It's built through enduring hardship, learning from it, and using those lessons to become better and stronger. What you may not have realized is that this process is a sign that Allah is preparing you for something greater. Every trial you go through is a stepping stone to a future where you will be stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle even bigger challenges. These experiences are not here to defeat you. They are part of Allah's plan to mold you into the person you need to be in order to fulfill your higher purpose. In moments of difficulty, when it feels like everything is falling apart, it's important to remember this powerful reminder. Allah does not burden a soul beyond that it can bear. Surah Al-Baqarah 2286. This verse serves as a reminder that no matter how tough the situation may seem, you are being given the strength to overcome it. Allah knows your limits, and He will never give you a trial that you cannot handle. Even though the burden may seem heavy at times, trust that you are capable of carrying it, and in time you will emerge stronger than ever. It's easy to look at challenges as obstacles or setbacks, but in reality, they are the training grounds that shape your inner power. Every difficulty you face is helping you to grow stronger, and each trial you conquer builds your character, wisdom, and ability to endure. You are being prepared for the limitless life Allah has planned for you, and every experience is an important part of that preparation. So next time you face a tough situation, remember that you are not alone. You have within you the strength to overcome anything. Allah is shaping you, and every challenge you face is helping you become the person you were always meant to be. Trust in the process and know that the strength you're building now will empower you to live the life of greatness that awaits you. 2. You're starting to see beyond your current reality. One of the most powerful signs that Allah is preparing you for limitless living is the shift in your perception of the world around you. As you grow and develop spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, you begin to see beyond the constraints of your current reality. you start to notice things that were once hidden, and opportunities that you never saw before seem to appear in every corner of your life. Have you ever felt like you were stuck in a certain situation, whether it's in your job, relationships, or personal growth, and no matter how hard you tried, you just couldn't see a way out? But then suddenly a shift happens within you. You start to see things differently. What seemed like obstacles are now challenges to overcome, and what felt impossible becomes an achievable goal. This shift in perspective is not a coincidence. It is a sign that Allah is guiding you to awaken to your higher self. This is the moment when you realize that your current circumstances do not define you. You are no longer bound by the limitations you once thought you had. Instead, you begin to see life as a series of opportunities, each one a stepping stone toward greater things. You may find yourself envisioning a future you never thought possible, a future where you are living out your purpose, achieving your dreams, and impacting the world around you in ways that go beyond what you ever imagined. It's important to recognize that this change in perspective is a gift from Allah. When you start to see beyond your current reality, it's a sign that He is guiding you to recognize your true potential. Allah has given you the ability to envision a better, more fulfilling life, and He is showing you the path to get there. This clarity is a powerful tool that allows you to make decisions based on your higher self, rather than being restricted by fear, doubt, or the limitations of your past. As you embrace this new vision, remember the words of Allah in the Quran. Indeed, with every difficulty, there is relief. Surah Ash-Shar 94:6. This verse reminds you that no matter what challenges you face, there is always a way through them. And with every hardship, there is ease. When you can see beyond your current reality, you recognize that every difficulty is temporary and part of a bigger plan that Allah has for you. This new perspective doesn't just help you navigate through tough times. It helps you to move forward with confidence and faith in Allah's guidance. It's a reminder that no matter where you are right now, your future is filled with endless possibilities, and Allah is showing you the way. Trust in His plan and take bold steps toward the limitless life He has prepared for you. 3. Your mindset is shifting toward abundance. A profound shift happens when you begin to change your mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance. This transformation is one of the most powerful signs that Allah is preparing you to live limitlessly. When your thoughts are focused on scarcity, you might find yourself constantly worrying about what you lack, whether it's money, opportunities, or resources. You may feel like life is a constant struggle and that there is never enough to go around. However, when your mindset shifts toward abundance, everything changes. Instead of focusing on limitations, you begin to see the world as a place full of opportunities, blessings, and potential. You realize that Allah, in His infinite mercy, has provided enough for everyone. There is no need to compete or fear that there isn't enough for you. With an abundant mindset, you understand that what is meant for you will never pass you by, and what is not meant for you will be replaced with something better. This shift toward abundance means you start seeing possibilities instead of problems. Where others may see challenges, you see opportunities for growth. When you focus on abundance, you start noticing all the blessings that are already present in your life, whether big or small. You begin to appreciate what you have, and as a result, more blessings flow into your life. The Quran emphasizes the importance of trusting in Allah's provision, reminding us that He is the ultimate provider. And if you count the favors of Allah, you will never be able to enumerate them. Surah Ibrahim 14:34. This verse is a beautiful reminder that Allah's blessings are endless, and they come in countless forms. When you begin to see life through the lens of abundance, you realize that the blessings you have are just the beginning of what Allah has in store for you. A mindset of abundance brings peace of mind. You no longer feel the weight of worry and fear because you trust that Allah will provide for you, just as He provides for all His creation. When you let go of the fear of scarcity, you open yourself up to receiving more, not just in material terms, but in wisdom, opportunities, love, and personal growth. Allah has created a world full of opportunities and resources, and when you shift your mindset, you begin to align yourself with His will. You start seeing that the universe is abundant, and that you have the ability to tap into that abundance through hard work, faith, and trust in Allah's plan. Remember, Allah says in the Quran, "And whosoever fears Allah, He will make a way for him to get out from every difficulty, and He will provide him from sources he never could imagine." Surah At-Talaq 65, verse 2-3. This verse assures you that as long as you remain steadfast in your faith and trust in Allah, He will open doors of opportunities for you that you never even dreamed possible. With this new mindset, you start to live in a state of gratitude. You understand that everything you have is a gift, and that even in the most challenging moments, there are lessons and blessings to be learned. An abundant mindset empowers you to take bold steps, chase your dreams, and pursue your goals with confidence, because you know that Allah has provided all that you need to succeed. A mindset of abundance is a powerful shift that opens the doors to a limitless life. Trust in Allah's provision, stay grounded in gratitude, and move forward with the certainty that what is meant for you is already on its way. The more you align your mindset with the belief that the universe is abundant, the more you will attract the blessings and opportunities that will help you live the limitless life Allah has prepared for you. 4. You are being drawn to serve others. Living a limitless life doesn't just mean achieving personal success or accumulating wealth. True greatness and fulfillment come when you realize that your power and purpose extend far beyond yourself. If you're finding yourself increasingly drawn to help others, whether it's offering a listening ear, volunteering your time, or using your skills to uplift those in need, know that this is one of the most profound signs that Allah is preparing you to lead and serve in ways you may never have imagined. When you focus on serving others, you are aligning yourself with a higher purpose. You understand that your talents, knowledge, and resources are not just for your personal gain, but are meant to benefit those around you. Serving others is a way to contribute to the betterment of the world, and through this, you fulfill your role as a servant of Allah. It's in giving that we receive, and in helping others, we discover new strengths and capacities within ourselves. The Quran teaches us that serving others is one of the noblest acts, and it is something that brings us closer to Allah. The best of people are those who are most beneficial to others. Hadith, Ibn Majah. This hadith highlights that true greatness is not about wealth, fame, or status. It is about the positive impact you have on the lives of others. Whether it's small acts of kindness or large-scale efforts to help, every act of service is a step toward living a more purposeful and limitless life. You may also find that as you begin to serve others, a deep sense of joy and fulfillment arises from within. The more you give, the more you realize that there is no limit to the goodness you can offer. And the more you offer, the more you attract Allah's mercy and blessings into your life. Serving others not only helps those in need, but it also brings peace to your own heart, knowing that you are playing a part in making the world a better place. This shift toward service is a sign that you are stepping into a greater role. one that is beyond just your personal journey. It's an indication that you are ready to take on responsibilities that benefit the community, society, and even humanity as a whole. Allah has equipped you with unique gifts, and He is guiding you to use them for the greater good. The example of those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah is like that of a seed of grain which sprouts 7 spikes. In each spike, there are 100 grains. Surah Al-Baqarah 2261. This verse beautifully illustrates how acts of charity and service multiply in their rewards, not just for the one who receives, but also for the one who gives. Every small act of kindness and every effort to help others is magnified by Allah's mercy and reward. As you feel this pull to serve, understand that this is a manifestation of Allah's plan for you. The more you give of yourself, the more you will be given in return, not just materially, but in terms of wisdom, peace, and spiritual growth. Serving others expands your heart, strengthens your character, and opens up pathways to limitless growth. So, if you feel the desire to serve, don't hesitate. Answer the call to help others, whether it's through acts of kindness, charity, or simply being there for someone who needs support. By doing so, you're not only fulfilling your purpose, but you are also stepping into the life of limitless potential that Allah has already prepared for you. Remember, when you serve others, you are not just living for yourself. You are helping to shape the world for the better. 5. You feel a deep sense of peace. Despite the chaos. In a world that is often filled with noise, distractions, and constant challenges, one of the most profound signs that Allah is preparing you for a limitless life is the deep sense of peace that begins to settle within you. Despite the chaos around you, despite the ups and downs of life, you feel a calmness that cannot be shaken. This peace is not merely the absence of conflict, but a deep inner serenity that allows you to remain composed, focused, and balanced, no matter what comes your way. The feeling of peace, especially in the face of adversity, is a powerful sign that you are aligning yourself with your higher purpose. It's a sign that you are starting to trust Allah's plan for you, and that your faith is growing stronger. This inner peace is a reflection of your growing connection with Allah, and it's a sign that you are moving beyond the surface-level distractions of the world to a deeper, more grounded place within yourself. When you begin to experience this sense of peace, you start to realize that external circumstances no longer have the power to shake you. Whether it's a difficult situation at work, a personal challenge, or even a global crisis, you find that you are able to remain calm and centered. This doesn't mean you don't feel the pressure or stress, but rather that you have developed the ability to manage it with a sense of grace and composure. This peace comes from within, and it's rooted in your trust in Allah. You start to understand that everything in life, both the good and the bad, is part of Allah's divine plan. You no longer see the challenges you face as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth, learning, and spiritual development. When you trust that Allah is always with you, guiding you through each trial and challenge, you can remain calm and focused, knowing that He is in control and has a greater plan for you. The Quran reminds us of this profound peace when it says, "Verily, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest." Surah Ar-Ra'd 13:28. This verse highlights that true peace comes from turning to Allah, remembering Him in every moment, and trusting in His wisdom. When you surrender your worries and fears to Allah, you invite His peace into your heart. The more you seek His guidance, the more you'll feel this tranquility settle within you. As you cultivate this peace, you also begin to see the world differently. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the noise and chaos around you, You begin to see everything through a lens of gratitude. Even in difficult times, you recognize the lessons and the blessings that are hidden within the challenges. You start to appreciate the small moments of beauty and serenity that often go unnoticed. The calm after a storm, the quiet moments of reflection, the support of loved ones, and the mercy of Allah. This inner peace is also a reflection of your growing sense of spiritual maturity. As you continue to develop your relationship with Allah, you learn to let go of things that are outside of your control. You start to release your attachment to outcomes, trusting that whatever happens is part of Allah's plan, and that it is ultimately for your good, even if you cannot see it in the moment. This surrender brings peace, as you let go of the burden of trying to control everything and trust that Allah is guiding you on the best path. The peace you feel is also a sign that you are stepping into your limitless potential. When you are at peace within yourself, you are able to think clearly, make better decisions, and approach life with a calm confidence. This peace allows you to take bold steps without fear, knowing that Allah is always with you. You feel equipped to handle whatever comes your way, because you trust in the strength that Allah has given you. Moreover, this sense of peace serves as a beacon for others. When those around you see your calmness in the midst of chaos, they are inspired by your faith and your trust in Allah's plan. Your peace becomes a source of comfort and strength for others, and you begin to realize that your growth is not just about you. It is about how you can impact and inspire others with the peace and strength Allah has granted you. So, if you are feeling this deep sense of peace despite the chaos in your life, know that it is a sign that Allah is preparing you for greatness. You are learning to trust Him more deeply, to surrender to His will, and to live from a place of inner calm and resilience. This peace is the foundation for the limitless life Allah has destined for you. Embrace it, nurture it, and know that it is guiding you toward a future filled with limitless possibilities. 6. You are experiencing a greater connection to your true self. As you continue on your journey toward living a limitless life, one of the most significant and transformative signs that Allah is preparing you for greatness is the deeper connection you begin to feel with your true self. This isn't about the person you've been conditioned to be by the world or the expectations placed upon you by others, but the person Allah created you to be, full of potential, purpose, and strength. This greater connection to your true self often comes at a time when you start to let go of old identities or false beliefs about who you are. You begin to peel back the layers that have been built up over the years, whether it's societal pressures, self-doubt, or past traumas, and you start to embrace the person Allah has always known you to be. This is not always an easy process, as it requires you to confront the fears and insecurities that have held you back, but it is a deeply rewarding one that brings you closer to your higher purpose. You may find that as this connection to your true self grows, you start to feel more aligned with your values, your passions, and your purpose in life. The things that once felt uncertain or confusing begin to make sense, and you begin to understand that everything you've experienced, every challenge, every triumph, every lesson, has been leading you to this moment of self-awareness and self-acceptance. As you connect with your true self, you also begin to understand your purpose more clearly. You may discover or rediscover talents, strengths, and qualities that were always inside of you, but had been overlooked or suppressed. These gifts, when nurtured, become the tools that help you fulfill the role Allah has designed for you in this world. You realize that you were never meant to live a life of limitations, but a life filled with purpose, creativity, and the freedom to be the person Allah intended for you to be. The Quran teaches us that Allah created each of us with a unique purpose, and He has endowed us with gifts and abilities that are meant to be used for His sake and to benefit others. And He it is who created you from one soul and made its mate from it. Surah An-Nisa 4:1. This verse reminds us that we are all created with a specific purpose and potential. Connecting with your true self means aligning with the divine purpose Allah has placed within you, and understanding that you are not just a passive participant in life, but an active creator of your future. This deeper connection with your true self also brings a profound sense of inner peace. As you embrace who you truly are, free from the expectations and judgments of others, you begin to feel a sense of relief. The need for external validation fades, and you realize that your worth is not based on what others think or what society tells you to be. Your worth is rooted in the fact that you are a creation of Allah, and that in and of itself makes you worthy of love, respect, and the limitless opportunities that life has to offer. You may also notice that as you connect more deeply with your true self, your relationship with Allah strengthens. You begin to feel more attuned to His guidance, and you start to see His presence in every moment of your life. This connection brings a sense of clarity and direction, helping you make decisions that are in alignment with your highest self and your divine purpose. This connection to your true self allows you to step into your power. You stop holding yourself back out of fear or doubt, and you begin to take bold, confident steps toward the life Allah has planned for you. You realize that you have the strength and the ability to overcome any obstacle, and you trust that Allah's plan for you is always greater than any challenge you might face. As you embrace your true self, you also become more compassionate and understanding toward others. You begin to see the divine spark in everyone you meet, understanding that they too are on their own journey to discovering who they are meant to be. This deeper empathy and understanding create stronger connections with those around you and allow you to positively impact the lives of others. This connection to your true self is not just about personal growth. It's about aligning your life with the will of Allah and fulfilling your purpose in a way that serves both yourself and the world. You start to live with intention, and every decision you make is guided by a sense of purpose and clarity. So, if you are feeling a deeper connection to who you truly are, know that this is a powerful sign that Allah is preparing you for a life of limitless potential. Embrace this connection, nurture it, and trust that it is guiding you toward the fulfillment of your highest purpose. The more you align with your true self, the more you will experience the abundance and success Allah has prepared for you. You are not here by accident. Every experience, every challenge, every moment has been part of the preparation for the greatness Allah has destined for you. Recognizing these signs is your first step in embracing the power within you. Now is the time to act, to trust in the power Allah has instilled in you, and to live a life that is not bound by limitations, but filled with endless potential. Remember, the power to live limitlessly has always been within you. Allah is simply guiding you to awaken it. Thank you for joining me in this powerful journey of awakening. Stay strong, stay faithful, and let your limitless life begin now.